Hey everyone, welcome back to 22 Panels. This is the podcast that aims to examine, explore, and elevate the medium of comic books. I am Tyler, and across my kitchen table from me is Tad. Hey Tad.
Wait a minute, there's no interwebs?
There's no interwebs today.
No, it's an actual cable. It's weird.
I know.
There's just a cable, and you're like here. And
Yep.
I can see your computer, and you can see my computer, and
Exactly. The whole world, cats and dogs living together, mass hysteria. So how was your drive over here?
Has no dick.
Yes.
Well, that's
yes.
what I heard.
Yeah, that's what I heard. That's not.
Yeah, I spent the day in the car. It was cool.
Yeah.
It was a relatively pleasant drive.
Yeah.
Until it got all foggy.
Yeah. I'll be heading that way tomorrow.
Yeah, so you'll
Back the other
you'll
direction.
head out to. Yeah, we actually came from Galena, so we mostly drove through Iowa.
Mostly
and then
Iowa.
cut
Okay.
out.
I was
Yeah.
wondering if that's the way you came when I was looking at a map.
Yeah.
Because when I go visit Sean in your neck of the woods, I'm always on I-90.
Yeah,
almost
no,
the whole way.
that's how we do it when we come straight from home.
Yep.
But when we go to Galena first,
Yep.
Galena's on 20, so you can just take 20 to like Waterloo and
Yep.
then cut north, and we don't pick up 90 until we're much closer. If we pick up 90 at all, there's a couple different ways to go there.
Yep.
So it all depends on what the GPS says the traffic is like.
Yep.
What Kelly feels like, because she normally does this leg. That sort of thing. But
Nice.
yeah, it was a pleasant enough drive.
Good.
Spent some time with the niece and nephew before coming over. That sort of thing.
Good.
So, yeah.
Good. Well, I'm glad you're here. It was fun. Tell my wife, I'm like, I actually have a friend coming over tonight. And she's just like,
You have a friend?
that's what it felt. She didn't say that, but that's what it felt like. I was like, yes.
I mean, we were listening to, I know people tell me that I'm not supposed to plug other podcasts because, then people will listen to those because they're better, but fuck
No.
that.
No, I do it all the time. I say if it's good, talk about it.
Right. So have you listened to any of Conan O'Brien Needs a Friend?
I have. Yeah.
It's one of Kelly's favorite podcasts.
Yeah.
And he actually had Joe Biden on.
Did he?
Yeah, so we listened to that one, among many things,
Yeah.
on the way out.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool.
Yeah. We usually pick a comedy album to listen to on the way out or the way back,
Okay.
or a few different ones.
Yeah.
We kind of into comedy records, but
Yeah, when I was driving yesterday, I was listening to a biography of Effa Manley, who owned the Brooklyn/Newark Eagles in the Negro National League.
right.
But Kelly did Conan Needs a Friend and My Favorite Murder, and I think an episode of Wait, Don't Tell Me.
I like all of those.
Oh yeah, they're all good.
Yeah.
They're all good.
I haven't listened to My Favorite Murders in so long.
I've just taken, I don't manage to read enough prose, so my car rides have become books.
Yep.
You know?
Yep. Totally get it.
So,
Anyway, what's going on this week in comics? This is exciting.
well, I mean, a new Burger book announcement.
Yeah.
I mean, that's all I need to be on board is Burger book. It's kind of like anything Shelley Bond does. Mm-hmm. I miss Black Crown.
Yep.
I love off registers, so I'm not saying that Shelley's not doing great things still. But yeah, Burger book means I want it. This one is called an eco-noir thriller from British writer-artist Warren Pleece. The Sunny Luna Traveling Oracle.
It's a great name.
Graphic novel will hit bookstores on August 13th and comic shops on August 14th of next year. The cover looks really cool. See, I can't share my screen with you because we're across the.
We're not on Skype or Zoom. Oh, the cover does look cool.
cover looks
I do like that. I does like that. I does.
Warren Pleece is a veteran at doing a fair amount of Vertigo stuff.
Yep.
With Karen through the years, he did some episodes or some issues of The Invisibles. He did The Dead Enders with Ed Brubaker. He did part of Paul Jenkins' run, or maybe all of Paul Jenkins' run, because that's like 12 issues, 13 issues of Hellblazer. So yeah, he's definitely a comic industry veteran, and Karen's clearly worked with him before.
Yeah.
And again,
So I haven't really followed her career since Vertigo. What has she been up to? Does she publish much?
Burger Books is not it goes in like spurts.
Yeah.
They'll have like 2 or 3 books at a time sometimes, and then it seems like it goes a while without stuff. But Burger Books is she's the one that brought Chris Cantwell into comics.
Yeah.
She Could Fly, his first comic, was at Burger Books. She did Seeds with Ann Nesenti.
Did you, speaking of She Could Fly, I bought that when it first hit and then read it on Comixology recently. Mm-hmm. Is it worth a reread? I haven't read it.
Yes.
I haven't read it since it came out.
Oh, God, yes.
So I don't really remember.
I mean, you know how much I love Cantwell's work, and it might still be my favorite of his.
Really? Well, I loved the cover.
Oswald gives it a run for its money. Blue Flame gives it a run for his money.
Yeah.
Hellcat gives it a run for its money. Defiant gives it a run for its money. But he came out of the gate
with that,
guns blazing.
Yeah. Yeah. I remember when it came out. It was just like 2 or 3 years ago.
Yeah. So yeah, no. Anytime Karen Berger's putting out something new, the write up here is Esta, a lonely, book hungry, restless teen, must fight to save the planet in this eco noir graphic novel thriller that's part Fahrenheit 451 and part Station 11. Devastating dystopian dust bowl of what was once America, a mesmerizing stage show called the Sunny Luna Traveling Oracle comes to Esta's town. When Sunny and Luna take an interest in her, it feels like her ticket out. But these mysterious proprietors are secretly members of a harsh authoritarian order, and they have a hidden agenda. Scavenge for mythic texts that hold the last hope for reviving a natural world and destroy them.
Yeah, definitely sounds worth checking out.
Right. So, it looks cool. Karen says about it, Warren Pleece is a master storyteller. His coming-of-age tale set in a dark and daunting days speaks to censorship, misinformation, and the emotional power of books. Will surely resonate with adults and young adult readers alike. So,
sweet.
Yeah.
That'll be exciting.
Karen Berger, I'm on board. Mm-hmm. But it also sounds cool. So
yeah,
it just makes
it sounds awesome.
That just makes it like double whammy.
I'm all about Karen Berger's books, but this actually just sounds really good in itself.
Right.
So,
but again, that to me, that's just like that makes it like a guaranteed that there's certain people in this business that at this point I just trust them.
Yep.
If Tom King's name on it, I don't care what the description is. If the description makes me go, huh?
You're still going to read it.
But it's Tom King, I'm going to read it, and I'm almost always going to wind up loving it.
Yeah.
Because we know that writing a description is a whole different skill.
It's an art form in itself.
Right.
Yeah.
And sometimes the better something is, the harder it is to write a good description.
Yeah.
I mean, how would you write a description for, like, Daredevil Love and War? Kingpin gets Daredevil's identity, tears his life apart, but if you say much more than that, you start giving away way too much.
Exactly.
And it's like, other than Kingpin getting his identity, when is Daredevil's life not being torn apart? So,
I was just going to say that. I mean, that's kind of his thing. I mean, they go back and forth from people knowing who he is.
And particularly...
to the purple kids.
And I guess with Born Again, it was like the first time that it was serious, but particularly since then, how do you describe Guardian Devil?
Exactly. Exactly.
I mean, you can describe it, but
it's tough to do it justice. I mean, it's a
But to make it something where it's truly the description that's making you go, oh, I have to read that.
right.
Versus Kevin Smith, Jimmy Palmiotti, yeah, I'm on board.
I'm on board. You always have your cat. Now I have my dog.
Yeah, hey. So the other piece of relatively big comic news, and I don't know entirely what this will mean, except that he's been very successful at both Comixology and Kickstarter, though he was only at Kickstarter for like 6 months. But he's also worked with Distillery co-founders David Steinberg and Chip Mosier. Bryce Gold has jumped ship and is now at Distillery as head of Redacted. ... No, it says Redacted. Head of Redacted is the official announcement.
Okay, I thought it was redacted what he was head of.
They redacted the
Title, yeah.
So, I mean, what that tells me is they may or may not know exactly what he's going to do yet, as much as
Retaining him and wanting him on board.
they are certain that he brings enough to the table that it's worth bringing him in. And he's reportedly making $150,000 a year at Kickstarter. So it's not like he likely came cheap. And we've both really liked what's been going on at Distillery so far. Did you see they finally launched their digital?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
I love that all the first days have been $1 a piece.
Yep.
So it's like,
I haven't bought any yet, but...
I've bought all of them on the first day.
You did?
For $1, you have... I mean, $1, and then it goes up to $8. Buy it for $1, and then I've got my digital copy.
That is true. That is a good deal.
I mean, particularly because I'm already buying the physicals, so it's nice to not have to pay the same price for the digital.
I agree. Do you think overall digital should be cheaper?
No, but I wish more people did it like Marvel, where you either got a free digital copy or at the very least got a discounted digital copy if you bought a physical copy.
And do you redeem all your Marvel stuff?
Oh, God, yes.
Do you? See, I don't.
I do.
I might start, but...
I do for the simple reason that they're going to give it to me. I'm going to take it.
Yeah.
Right now, I've got a Marvel Unlimited subscription, so it's like I don't need them.
That's kind of my thought process. I'm not going to go through the...
But if I ever get rid of the Unlimited subscription...
Yep. Then it's gone.
I still have access to all of the ones that I've purchased.
That way. Yep.
Right.
You're right.
Just like I have a Marvel Unlimited subscription, but anytime like Daredevil collections are cheap on Comixology, I have a tendency to buy them. $1.50 for 12 issues of Daredevil, 14 issues of, particularly like the Marvel Masterworks sales.
Yep.
I mean, I have I think it's 14 or 15 volumes
of Spider-Man.
Oh no, of Daredevil.
Of Daredevil.
From issue 1 through, I don't think it goes all the way through Frank Miller's era yet, but it goes into Frank Miller's era.
Sure.
I have the digital versions because I know that even if I decide that Marvel Unlimited isn't worth it anymore, I'm going to want to have access to my Daredevil.
Yeah.
So if I can get it cheap, it's like it's worth it.
It's hard for me to put any value in digital anything. Like, I pay for my music via a streaming service. I have Apple Music. And I pay for comics through, like, Marvel Unlimited. Mm-hmm. But when I start buying them individually, I just feel like, is this wasting my money? There's nothing tangible.
Yeah, but you're still paying the artist.
That's true.
I wish I knew I was paying the artist better.
Yeah.
That's one of the reasons I'm even more willing to buy through Distillery because, all indications are that they're doing real profit sharing with their creators. But yeah, no, I'm big on getting my creators paid in as many ways as I can. So I try not to. I mean, I used to be like that.
Yeah.
And I still buy more digital on sale than I buy full price.
Yeah.
But I will absolutely pay full price if I'm going to read it right now.
Yeah.
The sale is more stuff that I buy on spec or stuff that I've read before, but I'd like a digital copy.
Yeah.
Right. But it like, and this was even like perfect example. I would have waited to buy the digital copy of Where the Body Was, except that something happened at Diamond, and anybody who got their copies of Where the Body Was, the newest Brubaker Phillips from Diamond, got them a week late. And I knew I was going to want to be able to talk about it on the show last week.
Yep.
It was the book that I was waiting for. Last week was a ridiculous week of comics.
Yep.
I mean, how many comics did I wind up talking about last week? And while it wasn't even
12.
my favorite one,
9.
12.
Yeah.
Because it was 3 graphic novels. It was 3 beginnings, 3 endings, 3 middles, and 3 graphic
so
novels.
It was 12.
Right. Well, it didn't wind up being anywhere near my overall favorite last week. It was probably the one that I was looking forward to the most.
Right.
So the idea that I didn't want to wait on it a week. So I've wound up paying full price for it twice already, because of course I was going to buy it when it came to my comic shop, because I pre-ordered it for my comic shop. I don't go, oh no, I bought this digitally, Charlie. But I also didn't want to wait a week, so it's like, I guess I'm not waiting for this one to be on sale.
Somehow, speaking of pre-ordering, like I feel bad putting stuff back out of my box.
I don't.
You don't put it back?
If it's in my box, and this is from knowing comic shop owners. I mean, one of the things I respect Patrick and Dal for at Challengers, if it's in your box, you are buying it. Period.
It's not that strict at Rainbow. They're
if
like,
you don't buy it. Okay, let me rephrase. If it's in your box because you asked for it to be in your box, they might toss something in your box because they think you'll like it, and then
sure, that happens to me.
If you ordered it, if they got it for you, with very, very few exceptions, you're buying it.
Yep, I can see that.
If you're really not buying it, fine. They're not holding anything for you ever again.
Right. You don't want to misuse that, but somehow I started getting the new Spider-Man, spine-tingling Spider-Man, in my box, and I don't want to read this.
Right.
I'm just like, what? How did this start? I think it's
because that's probably they assumed you read Spider-Man, so they put Spider-Man in.
Yeah. That's
not you telling them to put it because Ram V was writing it, and now Goran, I can't remember his last name right now.
Sure.
I've actually been pulling Venom.
Yeah.
But if a Venom spinoff comes in, Charlie will toss it in my box. I'll go, yeah, no, I'm not reading this.
Yeah. Yeah, I know.
I mean, there are a handful of things that, because I buy enough from him that, he's going to go out of his way to get anything that I specifically ordered, but he's also going to, if he doesn't know if I've specifically ordered it, but it fits in with what I order, he's going to put it in my box because he'd rather that it be there and I not want it and it goes back on his shelf because he clearly didn't actually order it for me, than it not be there and I want it and I can't get it from him.
Right. Makes sense.
So that's my line. If I told him to put it there, it's my responsibility to buy it.
That makes sense. I agree with that. Yep.
It's a pre-order.
Yep.
They're adjusting their orders based on what you told them.
Do you fill out your preview order form?
No.
I don't either.
No. I send emails when I remember.
Do you?
Actually, one of the reasons that we're doing the final order cutoff is it
puts it in your brain.
Well, because I try really hard not to order when they're announced. Because that's how I wind up with massive pull lists.
I can see that.
Okay. I try to order closer to final order cutoff because I've had time to stew. I've had time to feel where my pull list is at. And I can go, yeah, no, I really want that. I'm still deciding on this week's stuff, which I'm going to order.
Right.
I kind of want all 4 of them. Well, I guess one of them 2 of them I technically have, so, but yeah. And I was glad when I looked at it and I'm like, oh, at least they all come out on, or almost all of them come out on different days. So even though I would be ordering them all, it wouldn't actually be adding them all to the same week.
To the same week. Yeah.
So, yeah.
Oh, and of course we've got a little political news. This one I'm happy to see.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how the Supreme Court handles.
Exactly. So what's this mean right now? Colorado has banned Trump from the ballot.
Right now, Colorado, under the 14th Amendment,
Yep.
has said that as a person who has previously sworn an oath to uphold the Constitution
Yep.
and then participated in an insurrection, he is ineligible for federal office. The Colorado court has said that both he absolutely participated in insurrection and that it's self-executing. That it's just like if you're 32, you can't run for president.
Right.
You have to be 35.
Yep.
If you've committed insurrection, you can't run for federal office. That's what they're saying.
Yep.
There are a number of legal gymnastics that the court could take to flip this. There is question that about whether even if the court upholds it, does that mean the court upholds it only in Colorado, or would that mean he gets removed everywhere?
That's what I'm wondering. Like, if he gets just removed in Colorado, he could still run, but
right?
He would
this is
those votes.
but on the flip side, even if they only uphold it in Colorado, that's going to accelerate the suit in a lot of other states.
Right.
So it will be interesting to see how this goes. It will be interesting to see how quickly the Supreme Court's willing to take it up. You know, are they willing to put it on an accelerated schedule, or are they going to make a decision next December?
Yeah. By that time, it'll be too late.
I mean, there are so many. This is a place where I'll tell anybody listening where I get most of my like legal background, or a couple of really good newsletters. The first is Status Quo from a guy named Jay Quo. Really digs into various stuff. Mm-hmm. And then there's Balls and Strikes, which covers specifically the Supreme Court. And then Joyce Vance also has a great newsletter where she handles a lot of this legal stuff. And these are all really good lawyers who at this point spend their time primarily doing legal journalism and are really good at putting it into like layman's terms.
Nice.
So there's reason to be happy. There's reason not to count our chickens. How about that?
That sounds good.
Particularly not with this court. Though it is very interesting that in the decision, among the things cited for why they made the decision was a decision that Neil Gorsuch made when he was at the Colorado District Court. So they cited a currently sitting Supreme Court justice, a Trump-appointed, currently in their decision.
Right.
So they kind of put him in a position where he's like, they misinterpreted my really plainly worded decision, or, well, I've changed my mind, or he's got a vote to uphold.
Right.
So, I mean, there are a lot of people who have talked about how really cleverly worded the whole thing is, and how they really kind of put the Supreme Court on the spot, you know, where to overturn this decision is going to be difficult without looking incredibly partisan.
Right.
And without setting precedents that you don't necessarily want to set should, you know, the shoe ever be on the other foot. You know, so it'll be interesting.
It'll be interesting, yeah.
We live in interesting times. I can't wait for us not to live in interesting times.
I know.
Speaking of, Rudy Giuliani's trying to convince the world he's broke and he can't pay the $148 million that he owes to
For his defamation lawsuit.
Ruby Freeman and Shay Moss. The judge, by the way, has ordered him to pay it immediately because he says the risk of him hiding assets is high.
Yeah.
Also, as it turns out, you can't bankrupt judgments. So even if the bankruptcy is approved, he would still owe them the money.
Yeah, he's still liable.
So yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
Good luck to him. Yeah. Anyway.
Oh, how the mighty have fallen.
Yes, exactly. Well, let's get to comic books. New to order for January 25th. New comic series coming out.
We got some nice stuff coming out.
Uh-huh.
I mean, we haven't seen everything yet because
this is Lunar.
Diamond hasn't put their catalog out, but yep. Lunar has.
Lunar has. So we've got Blood Brothers Mother, #1, from Brian Azzarello and Eduardo Riso. That comes out from Distillery.
Yeah, that's the 100 Bullets and Moonshine team.
Yep. We've got Feral #1 from Tony Fleeks and Trish Forstner.
That would be the Stray Dogs team.
Yep. Little Black Book #1 from Jeff McComsley and Felipe Cunha. AWA. I'm not sure what that's about. We'll have to talk about that sometime.
I'm certain we will.
Napalm Lullaby. I love that title. Napalm Lullaby #1 from Rick Remender and Bangle from Image Comics.
That's the Death or Glory team. Mm-hmm. So we've got a lot of teams from really good comics.
Yeah. Spectrograph.
Work together.
Spectrograph #1. James Tiny and Christian Ward from Distillery. A lot of good Distillery books coming out.
3 new Distillery books coming out in March, April.
White Boat from Scott Snyder and Francesco Francavilla.
Also Distillery.
Yep. And then Wrong Earth, Dead Ringers #1 from Tom Payer and Jamal Engel from Ahoy.
Wrong Earth, I've liked the other ones, and Tom Payer's cool.
Yeah.
Ahoy is great. And then we're going to highlight a couple this week. Batman Dark Age.
This
from
one looks
Mark
really cool.
Russell and Mike Allred. This is in the Superman Space Age universe. Meet Bruce Wayne, Gotham's favorite delinquent son, in an origin story like no other. Witness the boy become a dark knight shaped by a city in turmoil as it marches towards its prophesied doom. Set against the backdrop of actual historical events, Gotham comes alive, filled with the iconic characters who've loved and hated Batman over the years like you've never seen them before. Spinning out of the Eisner-nominated Superman Space Age, Mark Russell and Mike Allred return to give audience a look at Batman as a figure in American history, fighting for justice in a world gone mad. Looks beautiful.
Yeah.
Now I really want to be able to talk to Mike Allred about whether his Batman is modeled after Paul Pope.
Yeah.
Because it still really just looks like Paul Pope to me. Not just Paul Pope art, but like Paul Pope.
Yeah.
It's Mike Allred saying Paul Pope is Batman.
I can see that.
Deathstalker, the return of the last great warrior king, from Slash with Tim Seeley and Stephen Konstanski. Nathan Gooden doing the art. I think Jim Terry too. Yeah. So this is, I don't know for certain if this is single issues of the hardcover that they kickstarted or if this is going to be a separate thing. This cult classic warrior hero Deathstalker bursts into the comic scene from an all-star lineup of creators, including Slash and writer-director Creature FX wizard Stephen Kostansky. Deathstalker finds himself once again caught between forces larger than himself, a virgin-worshipping cult, a sorcerer hell-bent on saving the world through mad science, and the pissed-off army of the Abraxian Kingdom, not to mention his ex-lover, Princess Evie. Monsters, magic, and mayhem abound. Can't a guy just swing his sword anymore?
Nice.
So,
that sounds awesome.
It does.
Can't wait. And I'm a big Slash fan, so I mean, I might do it just for that.
Did you see the Slash cover?
No. I'll look it up right now. You got it there. Oh, that's cool. He's got Slash on the cover in his top hat in all its glory
with a sword.
with the sword. Yep.
So pre-order now. Though it's a please inquire retail, so that's I don't know what they're going to be charging for that one.
Okay. I'm sure it's one of the expensive.
Well, it doesn't say that it's at least right now, it's not saying that it's a ratio variant.
That's what I was wondering.
They're just not putting a price on it. So, yeah.
Okay.
And then the last comic I wanted to talk about from good friend of the podcast, Chris Condon, adapting a Barry Gifford book. Barry Gifford wrote Wild at Heart and co-wrote David Lynch's neo-noir masterpiece Lost Highway. Night People, with art by Brian Level. It looks like covers by J.H. Williams. Night People is a pulsating roadmap of the American subconscious where neon-lit southern nights give way to lipstick, sweat, and blood, and the odd, innocent, and evil are all fellow travelers down an interstate of dark, elusive dreams. Adapted from Gifford's acclaimed novel by breakout writer Chris Condon. I love it when he gets called breakout writer. That Texas Blood, the Enfield Gang Massacre. And a rotating cast of stunning artistic talents follow an uneasy company of wanted criminals, cartel killers, and lost souls through 4 interlocking tales as they travel a path of intoxication, lust, and spontaneous violence from New Orleans to Egypt City, Florida, and back again. In our first tale of desperation, fanaticism, and murder drawn by Brian Level, Poison Ivy, 2 ex-convicts, a pair of inseparable lovers named Big Betty Stalkup and Miss Cutie Early, are out on parole using their newfound freedom to purify the world of men's evil influence. It's another good-looking cover. And I know Chris has been having a lot of fun adapting this. He's been proud of the work and looking forward to it coming out. So am I.
Yeah.
He hasn't disappointed me yet.
Yeah, it's going to be cool.
Yeah.
All right. So we go down to collections and graphic novels.
Let's look at some collection and graphic novels.
Hobtown Mystery Series, or Mystery Stories, Volume 1, The Case of the Missing Men.
Yeah, we're
from
going to
Chris
talk about
Burton,
that soon.
Alexander Forbes, out on Oni Press. And then we've got Project Cryptid, various artists and writers.
That's such a good book.
Yeah, from Ahoy.
Mm-hmm.
This one I'm actually really excited about, and I can't wait till we talk about it a little more in depth. Winnie the Pooh, Travis Dandro, drawn in quarterly. That should be exciting.
It's public domain now.
Yep.
And the 2 that we'll talk about specifically right now are The Dusk, and this one is a little interesting because it's issue 1 will come out in the beginning of March, but then the complete collection will come out at the end of March with no indication of any other issues or anything coming out in between.
Yeah.
So I wonder if like that's their it's from Scout Comics, and Scout Comics definitely is willing to try different things. So I wonder if their thing here is we're going to put out an issue. So we've got our issue 1, our preview. People can pay $5 to decide if they like it or because they want their collector's item. But then rather than spending money to print issues 2 through 5, which almost never sell as well, we're just going to go straight to the trade. But it's from Alex Segura and Elizabeth Little with art by David Hahn, who does Impossible Jones. Mm-hmm. Blackstone, a city whose history dates back to the earliest days of our nation. Below its abandoned skyscrapers and crumbling colonial architecture, beneath the buzzing lights and ragged billboards, the metropolis is propped up by corruption and fear. Blackstone public defender Jaime Nunez, former baseball hero, now a divorced dad, is always trying to do his best, but the criminal justice system is not without limits. when Jaime comes into an unexpected fortune and some surprising superheroic tools. He discovers there might be another, more direct way to do some actual good in the world. But can the Masked Man, known only as the Dusk, push back against decades of entrenched corruption without compromising his commitment to social justice?
That sounds awesome.
It sounds like a spin on like the Daredevil Batman thing.
Yep.
And, you know, from Alex Segura, I'll go anywhere Alex Segura goes. Apparently he's done a follow-up. It's more of a spiritual sequel to Secret Identity.
Okay.
Set in like more modern comic era.
Okay.
But another mystery, another in the comics world that's supposed to come out late next year. He was writing in his newsletter that he was doing final edits on it. I'm like, I want to read.
Yeah, that would be cool.
And then we've both been enjoying Swan Song.
Yep.
From Maxwell Print with a rotating cast of artists, including Martin Simons, Casper Wingard, Philippe Andrade, Caitlin Yarsky, Alex Ekman-Lawn, and Martine Morazzo. Essentially, this is like, it takes different topics, and it's the end of the world, the end of marriage, the end of Eden, the end of a sentence.
Yep. I think I've missed one. I've got 4.
Well, I don't think they're all out yet.
But I think there is one more out that I haven't bought. Let me look here.
Well, the end of Anhedonia, I thought we were looking at the cover together.
Oh, that's true.
That's the weird one.
Yeah. Yep.
And then the last one's going to be The End of the Sidewalk.
Yep.
That hasn't come out yet.
Okay.
So, yeah. Death, Love, Divorce, Crime, Therapy, and the Language Itself. So, yeah. It's been a fun book. So, people who haven't been reading it should definitely grab the collection. It's
fun because while I don't read a ton of anthologies, this has been one that I really like.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's go to our final order cutoff.
So we've got Blanche Goes to San Francisco from Rick Gary, which will actually be out on the 17th of January. Got moved up. Forever Forward, we've talked about that a lot. Zach Kaplan, Arjuni Susini will be out on June 7th. Influenca from Jade LFT Peters at Silver Sprocket. We talked about that, I think, last week, didn't we?
Yep.
Maybe the week before. Will be out February 14th. Secret History of Black Punk Record 0. This is the second printing and the first perfect bound printing from Reagan Buchanan and Silver Sprocket. I cannot recommend this book highly enough. Talk to your comic shops, get them to order it. Comes out February 7th. All of these are final order cutoffs. I've actually got it down as New Year's Eve, but I'm going to say try to get it in by the 30th, because you know how computer systems, people, whatnot, even the 29th. As soon as you're done celebrating Christmas, or even if you're at the comic shop tomorrow doing any we won't have published by then. So as soon as you're done, as soon as you're done celebrating Christmas, let your local comic shop know that you want these. And then Sunflowers, we talked about that one. That's the one about dealing with bipolar disorder, was it?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
And then the Old Dirty Bastard Kickstarter is still running through the 11th of January.
I can't wait for this. I'm gonna back this one.
Really awesome.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna back this.
I actually backed it at the action figure level.
You said that.
I want that action figure.
That's gonna be cool.
It looks. Have you looked at it?
Yeah.
It's so pretty.
I did. After we talked about it,
So
I was
pretty.
like, I gotta do this.
So pretty.
Yeah.
So Tyler, what'd you love this week, and how did you not have Animal Pound up top?
Well, it was a close call between the original X-Men, which just came out, and Animal Pound. And the original X-Men just had a lot of references to old X-Men stories that I just fell in love with.
So you went nostalgia over brilliance.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and I honestly
at least you're willing to admit it. Nostalgia over brilliance.
Yeah, because what this does is it takes the original X-Men from the 1960s, and it puts them in a more modern day story. Like they time traveled
Right.
A few years ago, and there was a whole series about that.
Right.
Now, this one is they're traveling to a different dimension to fight other versions of Jean Grey as the Phoenix.
Okay.
I mean, it's got all this tie-ins to all these great stories, like Age of Apocalypse is apparently coming back, and it just got my whole X-Men creative juices just flowing. I'm like, oh yeah, this is gonna be awesome. And then secondly is Animal Pound, and this one honestly, and I agree with Tad, I just happen to have this nostalgic feel for X-Men, but Animal Pound was just brilliant.
Just if
If you can put yourself in the mindset of a dog on death row,
right,
and the cats trying to save their lives.
Yep.
Dogs are being put to sleep, and the cat is like, "We'll help you. We can do
and
this."
like that realization that, oh, you loved us and you gave us treats and blah blah blah, but you got to decide everything right up to and including when we get killed.
Yep. And they're like, and you're not smarter than us. You're not this. You're not that. The only thing is you can operate doors.
Right.
And
You
we're
can
thwarted by
turn
doors.
knobs.
Yep. Well, the animals get around that.
They figure it
in this
out.
series.
They figure it out. But I got to say, there was one panel that I just loved. Because there's the one dissenting cat that talks about fear being a good thing.
The
and
black
fear keeps
one.
You, right. And the next panel from Fifi is just amazing. Fear serves her master and demands we do the same. Freedom on the other hand,
demands
serves
nothing.
no one
Yeah.
and demands nothing of us. And what cat in this room or out prefers to follow demands over doing nothing?
Exactly.
And I'm like, oh my God, Tom King knows cats.
Yeah. It definitely does a great job at giving personality to these animals. You know what I mean? You could totally read the cat's mood when she's laying on her back going, don't worry about it, Titan. It'll be fine tomorrow. It's fine. You're,
Right.
you know.
Oh. Yeah. You get all the feels and you just get all of the, it's gonna be the, like, socio-political masterpiece.
Well, I knew I liked it when I read the Ash Can, but when I read the first issue.
Well, he threw down the gauntlet with the ash can and like right out of the gate, he shows that he wasn't fucking around.
Yeah. It's good.
I mean, and not that we would have expected Tom King to be, but he wasn't fucking around.
No.
You know, when he said it was going to be a book that was important and people needed to read it.
Yeah. It was good.
No jokes.
I'm going to go buy I got to go buy it yet. I have bought it digitally.
Yeah.
But,
I have it both ways because it went immediately on my pull list. Tom King's pretty much just automatically on my pull list. But Tom King's also pretty much automatically, I don't want to wait to get to the comic shop to read him.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I read this at like 11:01 on Tuesday night because Amazon works on East Coast time. So it was available at 12:01 East Coast time, 11:01 my time.
That's perfect.
It's like download, read.
That's perfect. And then my third pick is an anthology of creepy stuff, which is Creep Show number 4. I just said I don't read a lot of
Nick
anthologies.
Dragata does great work.
Yeah, Nick Dragata is on this
And
one.
you know, you were just talking about not being big into anthologies.
I know.
Creep Show's totally an anthology.
I know. I just said that. And then we got Jean-Francois Bellou?
Yeah.
Yeah. So those were my picks this week. Tad, what were your 3 amazing new books?
Well, Animal Pound was totally up top.
I think Peter Gross's artwork is
Perfect for this.
Yeah, and it's he did work with Unwritten. Do you remember that series?
Yep.
Loved that book.
And Lucifer.
And Lucifer. Yep.
He's another Vertigo veteran.
Yep.
He's a Vertigo veteran. Yeah.
It's good stuff.
Yeah. So yeah, Animal Pound was up top.
With all the reading we had to do, I didn't get to your second choice yet, and I wanted to so bad.
So good. Red Light number 2 from Sarah Cho and Priscilla Patrades.
Yep.
This book is just like so good. We're gonna have to have Sarah back when it's done. Mm-hmm. You didn't get to hang out with her.
No, I did not.
She's really awesome, and what they're doing with the concept of, what is freedom, what is humanity, empathy, is just so damn good. As was Deviant number 2. This is more a Tyler book than a Tad book. I can't believe it's not on your list.
You know why? Because number 1 is not finished yet. I haven't finished number 1. I looked it up. It's still sitting in my...
Which that, I think, blows my mind even more.
I know.
Because this is so Tyler. This is, it's a serial killer Christmas book.
Yep, exactly. I know. I don't know what happened. I just got distracted from reading it when it came out a couple weeks ago.
I don't even know what
so
to say.
I have number 2.
Except that it's really, really good. If you like serial killers or Christmas, you should read this book.
Yeah, they're both downloaded here.
Yeah. Star Trek Defiant number 10 came out this week, was really great. Kill Your Darlings number 4. I haven't actually gotten to Foregathered on Christmas Eve, the trade, because I was busy with other stuff, but I'm looking forward to it. Rare Flavors was really good this week. Rumpus Room was really good this week. Another good week in comics.
Yeah, for sure.
Living in the platinum age of comics.
I can't believe I'm looking over your list. Undiscovered Country is at 27. I can't believe that. Yeah. I mean, that was a good book when
it's a great book.
First few issues, and I kind of dropped off it, but
yeah.
So our great responsibility this week is World of Black Hammer Library Edition Volume 2. Now, Tad, I discovered something.
What did you discover?
That I own all the issues of both of them.
I do too. I just didn't.
So I read the issues instead.
Yeah.
We went Black Hammer 45,
right,
and Quantum Age.
Yep.
Which both of them were a lot of fun because they are both completely different ends of the spectrum.
Yeah. It's the prequel and the sequel. Like not even really the sequel, the
interlude really. The Quantum Age.
Well, I mean, it's kind of an interlude, but it's also the sequel.
Yeah, it's way out there in the future.
I mean, it's based on Legion of Superheroes. It's the 31st century rather than the 21st century.
Yep.
It's set 1,000 years later.
So let's talk about Black Hammer 45 first.
It both was, had some interesting, particularly end World War II dynamics. The whole, technically Russia and the United States are allies, but they already know that as soon as these Germans are out of the way, they're not going to be allies anymore. So it's like, ooh, we want that scientist.
Yep.
They both say.
Yep. Exactly. So this is a story of them going after the scientist and his family who are responsible for future events that we will find out.
Right. But then it also has that Tuskegee Airmen, Harlem Hellfighters, Buffalo Soldiers, thing going on where, the Black Hammer Squadron is like an elite squadron.
Yeah.
But, they're black. So.
Exactly. So they're not really that taken that seriously. Especially when they need help, right? When they're
I don't know as much that they're not taken seriously in the service itself, but they know that they're not going to get any credit for it.
Mm-hmm.
It's like
that makes sense.
It's like, I mean, when Slam joined for a brief period, what was the comment for?
Let him do it. Let Slam do it. He's going
to get the credit anyway.
He's going to get the credit anyway.
He's been here, so now he's going to get the credit.
Let him take it.
So why don't we just let him actually do it?
So yeah, we're introduced to Abraham Slam here at World War II.
And for that matter, we have that moment with Golden Gale where she swoops in and
kind of a Captain America type figure here, right? Where he's taking on the Nazis. It was really good.
Well, he's like a cross between Captain America and Batman in general. You know.
Did you think writing this little series was necessary for the overall story? I felt like I would have liked more out of it, having to deal with the world of Black Hammer. That's
I mean, two things. First, I don't remember enough of what's coming forward to guarantee that there weren't.
Right.
I mean, we know that Colonel Weird kind of comes out of this.
Yep. Because this is the Weird project that they're
Right,
working on.
right.
Project Weird.
Right. So you know, the whole getting into the Parazone.
I think they're responsible. This team is
responsible
responsible for opening that gateway.
So in that sense, they're essential.
Yeah.
Again, I forget what other level it plays in, but one of the things that makes Black Hammer so potent, one of the things that makes Astro City so potent, since we're doing them side by side, is that they're not just a story. They're a universe.
Mm-hmm.
They're not as sweeping as Marvel or DC because they've got a central mastermind. You know,
and
Jeff
it's got a
Lemire
central title, right? That's the difference.
Right.
It's all, especially Astro City, it's all under the Astro City title.
Right. But they're stories about a universe, not just a character or a team. So even the stuff that's just tangential, you know, I mean, I think when we get to it, you know, Unbelievable Unteens is probably more tangential than Black Hammer 45, but it's great.
Yeah.
And it fleshes out the universe. And since the universe is a love letter to comics,
Yep.
why not have the tangential thing that's a love letter to a different set of comics?
Yep. You're right.
This is both a love letter to, like,
not Westerns, but
no,
war comics.
Yeah, Golden Age war and Golden Age superhero comics all rolled into one.
Yep. Although, you know, we didn't get much superhero stuff out of the Black Hammer 45, which I had to like. Once I took myself out of the Black Hammer universe and just read it as a good war story, it was really good.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And I quit forgetting that. I'm like, why is this tied into the world of Black Hammer? Like, yes, Abe's here. Yes, Golden Gale's here.
And I think that those are. I want to say Hawthorne is connected to people who actually wind up holding the hammer as well.
Okay.
But I'm not 100% certain on that. I can't remember.
Yeah.
But that's always kind of what I assumed.
Hawthorne Hammer, right? Is his name?
Hammer Hawthorne.
Hammer Hawthorne, yeah.
Right. So, yeah, I mean, we've got the brief Abraham Slam, and we've got the brief Golden Gale.
Yep.
We've got we've got the brief Nazi bat thing. Mm-hmm. Actual bat thing, not like a Batman, but a man bat.
Yeah. He's terrifying. I mean, he can swoop out of the air, and he took the engine right out of the plane coming at it, blindsided him.
And you know, the big, huge Russian like exo armor things are like more superhero stories than war stories.
They're more sci-fi, definitely.
Well, but in comics is what I mean.
Yep.
The type of thing you more commonly see in a superhero, you know, superhero bad guys.
Yeah.
Or even, you know, Tony Stark.
Yep.
You know.
It had that vibe to it.
So, yeah, I think it was heavier on the war story, but it had the...
But I liked it. I didn't mean it
had the definite tie into I mean, and if you go back and read some of like the Captain America comics from that era, even some of the Superman and Batman comics from that era, once they decide that they're going to be involved in the war, they're superhero war comics.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember if Batman actually got involved in the war, but I feel like Superman did.
Yeah, Superman did, but I don't know about Batman.
I'd have to go back and look. I don't want to guarantee that he didn't, just because it
No.
was.
It doesn't seem like it
Once
would be
you
a
hit
good
like
fit.
1942,
Everything was.
you know,
I know. But then
something to maybe look at some point.
Quantum Age, though, was kind of the opposite.
Yeah, Quantum Age is their Legion of Superheroes.
Yep. Quantum Age was all superhero, right?
Well, but right down to, you know, they formed their Quantum League. Was it the
Quantum League, yeah.
The Quantum League was formed because of appreciation of the heroes of the past. That's how Legion of Super. I mean, it is is very much this universe's version of Legion of Superheroes.
Mm-hmm.
Johnny would love it. I don't know if he's read it or not. We should. I know he's read some Black Hammer, but I forget if he's read this one.
Sure.
He adores it because I know he read the library edition of the first library edition.
World of.
No, not World of, the regular one.
Okay.
Because I have that physically, so he saw it at my house and he took it to bed with him one night when he was staying over.
Nice.
And I got up in the morning, he's like, that was amazing.
And you're like, I know. I know.
But yeah, no, this is very much the Legion of Superheroes, though I like the twists and the way it ties back in. You know, when
Especially
we find
with
out,
Taki.
yeah, Talkie-Walkie
Yep.
is mother, and
Well, did we know previously that Talkie-Walkie was a female?
yeah,
Okay.
but because I think we even talked about that when, you know, that where it was like popped up, but how it was a little weird to realize that, because you don't think about it until the first time Talkie-Walkie is referred to as she.
Yep. Yep.
Did we know the level to which Madame Dragonfly and
Not yet.
okay, that's what I thought. So this is
Not yet. We don't know what Madame Dragonfly and Colonel Weird have done.
and I feel like I'm pretty certain this was released before
Age of Doom is where you're thinking
Age of Doom.
that's what's coming up. As far as
Well, definitely in terms of the reading order.
I'm talking about
But I'm trying to
the
figure out
reveal of the farm.
Okay, see. They might have been coming out at the same time.
Okay.
Actually.
I was wondering that too. If we're reading this maybe a little bit out of order.
Well, we made the decision because remember we even debated
yeah.
which way we wanted to go.
Yeah.
Because I think you can make a decent argument either way in terms of which way to go between
If you read
these
this first,
and
if you read Quantum Age before Age of Doom, you will get a little bit of a precursor, like, ooh, something happened with Madame Dragonfly. What I like about Quantum Age is that they don't tell you exactly what happened. So you're not spoiled.
No. And you know, I mean, we already gotten a hint that certainly Dragonfly was involved in it all.
Yeah.
And there was some level that you knew that Weird was hiding something. But it looks like Quantum Age started to be released in March of 2018. Age of Doom is also 2018. So it looks like they were really similar. They might have been coming out at the same time.
Yeah. I suspect they probably were. But when you think about like all this stuff that Jeff is writing, right? All this side stuff, all this main world stuff, and still continues to do it. I mean, Black Hammer's still going on, and
it's wrapping up. But yeah, it's Now I got to find actual dates. I'm just keep filling space.
Sure.
I assumed that I'd find them all together at Wikipedia, and then it wasn't kind enough.
Yeah. What is the name of the Talkie-walkie offspring again? That
Archive 5.
Archive. Yeah. Archive 5. That character is a lot of fun. I love the way they've drawn it. Like the brain of the kid, or I don't know if you call him a kid, android, if you will, but
right,
is just very much like, I think of like when Vision falls in love with the Scarlet Witch.
Yeah.
Right? This is kind of the same thing.
Yep. Well, that's another thing that I love about, is that you can see the ties to both major universes. Sometimes Valiant thrown in, sometimes, these are love letters to superheroes. So, okay, the first issue of Quantum Age was July 4th, 2018. And the first issue of Age of Doom was April 18th of 2018.
A little earlier. Age of Doom was a little earlier.
Right. But because Age of Doom was at least 8 issues, maybe 12.
I think it was 12.
Yeah, they crossed over.
Because they made 2 trades out of that.
Right.
Part 1 and part 2. So I assume
here's the interesting thing. Black Hammer 45 was 2019, though.
Really?
Yeah. So.
Huh. Well,
I stand behind this reading order, though.
Oh, yeah.
I think this
worked out well.
I think this is a good reading order.
It didn't spoil, like I said, even though I've read ahead in the series and I know what's going to happen.
Well, I mean, we've both read
didn't
most, if not all, of the series.
Yeah, this didn't spoil anything.
Right.
Which I liked. It was kind of a precursor to what we're going to read, which I thought was pretty cool.
Actually, it looks like there wasn't a July issue of Age of Doom.
Oh, really?
So the first 3 issues of Age of Doom had come out when Quantum Age started. And then issue 4 came out in August.
Okay.
And it went through September of 2019. So by the time Age of Doom was done, both of the series were out entirely, because Black Hammer 45 was March of 2019 to June of 2019.
Okay.
So in that sense, it also makes sense because, Age of Doom started before both of these.
It ended.
It also ended after both of these.
Yep.
So if we're not going out of our way to read the issues in the order they came out, kind of wonder. I'm certain somebody has a Black Hammer reading order.
Yeah, there is one. I've looked at it before.
I wonder what.
I don't know.
Oh, there's a. Well, let's start at the. Look at this. Dark Horse has a recommended reading order.
From Dark Horse?
Yeah.
Okay. It's a blog.
And their recommended reading order, if you were doing it by library editions, would have actually been to do Black Hammer 2 before World of Black Hammer 2.
I see that. Yeah, theirs goes Library Edition 1, then World of Black Hammer Library Edition 1, then Black Hammer Library Edition 2, then World 2. So yeah, we should have.
I stand by ours.
I think it's fine.
I stand by ours.
I'm excited for next week when we're going to, or in 2 weeks when we're going to get to the series proper, again. But
well,
no, it's going to be longer than that.
It's going to be longer than that because next week we'll get into our year-end list. Mm-hmm. When we're done tonight, we should talk about whether we want to do that or how many episodes we want to do that over.
I think for the month of January we could.
I don't think we need to do the whole month of January. I think max 3 weeks.
Okay. That'll work.
Yeah.
Anywho, we can get.
And actually, I don't know if we want to start that next week on the 31st or if we want to do the next Metro book for next week. That's your call.
Okay.
We'll talk about that.
We'll talk about it
when we're done.
Sounds good.
So yeah.
Cool. That was Black Hammer 45 and Quantum Age from the World of Black Hammer Library Edition.
Volume 2.
Volume 2, yeah.
Such good stuff.
Yeah. Let's get into books we hope will be spectacular next week. Ted, what do you got?
Holy Roller number 2. Rick Remender, Andy Samberg, Joe Troman. I think I actually forgot to put the artist down.
And I copied it right from yours. So
I think those are the 3 writers.
I copied it right from yours when I was making my list, so I have the same as you.
Holy Roller, Image, Comics.
That's funny.
Who's our artist? We don't want to ignore artists. That's bad.
Look.
Roland Bashi.
Yep. I'm just gonna pull it up on my Kindle here.
Right, Roland Bashi. Yeah, the first one was just great. So I'm looking forward to seeing more heads bashed in with bowling balls.
Mm-hmm. Love the artwork in the series. I mean, I'm just looking at number 1 right now, but it's just so bright.
I mean, I'm a pacifist except when it comes to comic books. And then No One number 7.
Yep.
Finally coming out. Kyle Higgins, Brian Buccoletto, Geraldo Borges. And then really finally coming out, because Valiant's been having issues getting stuff out. Exo Man of War Unconquered number 4 from Becky Cloonan, Michael Conrad, and Liam Sharp. Yeah.
That's awesome. Let's see. What else we got coming up here? Graphic novels.
Yeah, they're finally collecting the end of Mark Russell's end on Red Sonja.
Yep.
And Won't Back Down, which is a anthology graphic novel to support Planned Parenthood, that came out right after the Dobbs decision, or that started. It kickstarted right after the Dobbs decision. Edited by Trina Robbins. I have my copy at home because I kickstarted it, but I haven't actually read it yet. But Trina Robbins does great work, and money is going to a good cause.
That's awesome.
So,
let's see. What do I got for next week? Dwellings. I really love this series. It's
you saw the digital's already out.
Yep.
Haven't read it yet, but I have it downloaded.
I have not downloaded it because I've been buying it.
Yeah.
I like the bulkiness of it. It's huge. It's $10.
I understand.
I mean, this thing is expensive, but I think it's really well quality, and I love stuff from Oni Press.
Yeah.
High Roller number 2 looks amazing. Again, the artwork looks great. I'm really into, comedy bowling movies. Like obviously, The Big Lebowski was a huge hit, and then Kingpin. That was the other one I was just trying to think of with Bill Murray.
And was it Jeff
Woody
Daniels? Woody Harrelson.
Yeah, real Munson. And then my next hope, because I love this series that Jeff Lemire is doing, is the Bone Orchard Mythos Tenement number 7. Jeff Lemire and Andrea Sorrentino from Image Comics.
That's another great week.
That is the books. Anything else, Tad, before?
I think that pretty much wraps up stuff.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Have a Merry Christmas, everybody. You'll probably be getting this the 24th.
Yeah.
So if you're downloading the night of
Christmas Eve.
Yep, Christmas Eve.
Christmas Eve. So, I hope you were good and you're not getting cold in the morning. Santa's got a jet airplane, I hear.
Yeah. If you watch Elf, he's got that engine on the bottom of it.
Rudolph pilots the jet now.
That's awesome. All right. Well, to all our listeners out there, we'll catch you guys after the next page. See ya. Hey guys, this is Tyler from 22 Panels. I'm here to tell you all about our Patreon. If you enjoy this show, please consider donating to our Patreon to keep this show going. We have many different tiers, all different levels to help you decide what's right for you. Okay, so get on out there to patreon.com/22 Panels Podcast.